I never knew what love could do to a heart that is surrendered. Found out the truth when I met you. Now my heart is yours forever. You're the one I wanna dance with for the rest of my life. You're the one I wanna hold and never let go. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be lost. I need you by my side for the rest of my life. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be weak. I need your love till death do us part. Can this be true? This is reality. You're the one I wanna dance with for the rest of my life. You're the one I wanna hold and never let go. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be lost. I need you by my side for the rest of my life. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be weak. I need your love till death do us part. I'm not afraid to admit that you become my everything. I'm not afraid to tell you that I fear a future without you. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be lost. I need you by my side for the rest of my life. Without you I'd be lonely. Without you I'd be weak. I need your love till death do us part. I need your love till death do us part. I need your love till death do us part.
On behalf of Lisa and Donald, I want to thank you for coming today to celebrate their love, their family, and their future. We are here to support them as they embark upon their voyage as a married couple. By being here, you have committed to see them off on this journey. Let us also commit to seeing them through to the end. Lisa, do you come here today having the blessings of your family with the intent of entering into the sacred bond of marriage?
I do.
Okay. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge that as I stand before you today, it is difficult for me to not to relish in this moment. For as any other married man here today could attest to, this is the one and only time where my wife will have to listen to every last word I say. My name is Jason Pascal. I have both the honor and privilege of serving as the officiant of today's ceremony. Now, I know by judging by some of your facial expressions, you're wondering where the heck did they find this guy? But please rest assured, I have been prepared. I have studied all the classics, Romeo and Juliet, Paris and Helena, Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, and most importantly, The Art of War. In numerous weddings, I have received the coveted tag of highly proficient as a guest reader, groomsman, best man, Latin dancer, and of course, groom. I am, in fact, a man of the cloth, certified and in good standing with the state of Delaware, the Universal Life Church, and Costco. Over the next 16 minutes and 42 seconds, you will hear talk of devotion, endless dedication to this couple's love for one and another. What you won't hear is this. I, Donald, promise to unclog the tub, even though only one of you has long hair. I vow to never overdraft the checking account, and I most always will keep my opinions to myself. Okay. You most certainly won't hear this. I, Lisa, promise not to drink your drinks, even though it's literally right there and I'm thirsty. And I promise you will always get the last bite of my steak. Of course,
That's not true.
of course, today is not at all possible without the love and support of Patricia and Christopher Mitchner, Leslie Adams, Donald Brooks, and the rest of the families. I ask that we take a moment to make room in our hearts for those of us not able to be with us today. The soon-to-be newlyweds also want to acknowledge the presence of so many family, friends, colleagues, and last-minute plus ones. You are here because intentionally or unknowingly you have made a profound impact on the people they are today. You are very much a part of their moral fabric, their web of life, and so on behalf of them, I say thank you. Love. Philosophers have argued over the meaning of love for millennia, but a glance at literary history gives us the beginning of a definition. Love can be a connection to something greater than ourselves, or the one thing that shows us who we really are. It is the oldest feeling in the world, yet somehow always feels new. It is patient and kind, yet requires relentless dedication and hard work. It is at once the most comforting support and the very thing that makes us lose our balance. Which brings us to today. Today is about balance and perfection. In fact, today is about dozens of perfections. The perfect dress, the perfect flowers, the perfect song lyrics, all of which will give us a glimpse into the love that you share for each other. Celebrate these perfections. Embrace these perfections. And then tomorrow, I ask you both to find the imperfections. To acknowledge they exist within the very same moment that is perfection. They are there now as they were the day you met. And these imperfections will remain with you both from now and forever. It is here that your journey as one will truly be defined. When you fall in love, it is an all-encompassing, intoxicating, and temporary madness. It erupts like a volcano, and then, against our wishes, it subsides. And when it subsides, the two of you will have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots are to become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what lasting love is. It's the recognition of your perfections and your imperfections, and allowing the both to encircle you, to balance you, and forever hold you together. Today you stand to be joined as one, hand in hand, heart to heart, soul to soul, and bank account to bank account. As you begin down the path of life together, please try to remember not today, but the days that brought you to this place together. Lisa, remember that moment when you know your hand was meant to be held by his. Donald, remember the first time, without warning, you were introduced to Hangry Lisa. Remember the perfections and the imperfections. And most importantly, remember the balance you bring to one another. And the snacks. Don't ever forget the snacks. It is often customary to have loved ones provide the couple with a reading that personifies their relationship. At this time, I would ask Hannah and Elizabeth Adams to join us, please.
Hi, we're Trey's little sisters. We're going to be reading from The Passion's Called From Beginning to End. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all the things we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time.
Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned so much from one another in the last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Lisa and Donald, in choosing to marry each other, you have arrived on the doorstep of one of life's most challenging and triumphant journeys. And like tending to a garden of flowers, the quality of your marriage will reflect the effort you put into nurturing this relationship. As you cross this threshold, make this promise. Be dumb together. I mean, like just plain stupid. Make bad choices, eat the wrong food, make wrong turns, take trips you can't afford, and then create lasting memories. Tell great stories, the same ones forever and ever, until no one else can stand you. Live a life together in love. At this time, we will begin with the vows and exchanging of the rings. Lisa and Donald, the wedding rings symbolize the perfection and the peace that are present in your bond. They are symbols of the love, friendship, and faithfulness you share. As circles, they have no beginning or end. They are round like the sun, the moon, and the earth. And just as the rings have no point of weakness, may your union be strong, surrounded by the circle that is your love. At this time, the bride and groom will place the ring upon the finger of their partner, and they will share the wedding vows that they have written for each other.
Baby, you saved me. I had no idea how lost I was without you. The love I feel for you is unlike anything I've ever known. It's a love that's honest, genuine, and safe. It makes me a better person and has made me more fulfilled than I ever hoped to be. We've said before that we fell in love our first year together on a trip to Florida. But I think I really fell in love with you at the end of that trip when we were getting ready to leave and you started vacuuming without being asked. Everything felt so right on that trip, and part of me wondered if it was just being on vacation making me feel that way. Beautiful ocean, the warm sun, or any of the margaritas we had at El Camino. But when we got home, everything still felt right. Everything has continued to feel right every single day since then. You love me exactly how I need to be loved, even when I fight you on it. You fill in all my broken cracks and make me whole. I don't know if I'll ever be able to show you how much you mean to me, but I promise to spend every day of my life trying. So, I promise to go out and exercise the dogs with you regardless of the temperature or my mood. I promise to walk to any destination you think is close enough for walking, even when it's not. I promise to appreciate your analogies to the very best of my ability. And I even promise to say what as many times as needed until I finally hear what you're mumbling. Today marks a new journey for us, and I can't wait for all the things we're going to experience together. All of life's rewards and its challenges. If it's with you, I want it all. I'm so lucky I get to call you mine, and I am yours forever. It's good for me.
All right. Lisa Mishner, I love you more than I've loved anything. And I want to say some words about that today from your closest friends and family. You have this energy about you that is just addictive to me. Other people know exactly what I'm talking about. The way you carry yourself around raises my own self-confidence. You have this special kind of strength that makes me feel stronger as well. You're tough, but not in a difficult way, in a way that expresses longevity and security. Your smile makes me feel special, and you are certainly the most beautiful thing that I've ever laid my eyes on. When I look into them, I get lost in our future. Every single day from now until the end, I see the next home we will build together. I see many dogs, gardens, hopefully a camping trip, beach trips, and walks down Penn Ave in our future. I promise to share my life with you, every aspect, public and private, from now until the day I die. I promise to always try my hardest to bring out your smile and to coax out that snorting noise you make when you laugh uncontrollably, which you almost did a little earlier. I swear on my life, talk at an audible level. A little more often than I already do. A little more often than I already do. And I declare right now in front of everyone that I will always drain snake the food, all the food you throw down the drain. Although me and you are attracted to each other because of our independent attitudes, I promise to lean on friends and family to support us through our trials and challenges. I love you so much, Lisa, and I've never been more sure-footed about any decision I've ever made in my life ever. I love you.
I love you. Inspire warmth. Listen to each other. Open your heart. Value your union. Express your trust. Yield to good sense. Overlook mistakes. And understand your differences. Donald, you may kiss your bride.
Without you, without you, I'd be lost. I need you by my side for the rest of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to shake the martinis, crack open those cold beers by the power vested in me by the first state of Delaware and www.gethitch.com. I hereby pronounce Mr. and Mrs. Donald Brooks III. Lisa Brooks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep these newlyweds on the dance floor and we're going to have them jump right into their first dance. Here we go.
Has come
and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me.
so darling, darling, stand by me.
Oh, won't you stay?
Stand by me.
Just as long
Stand by me.
as you stand
Stand by me.
me.
Just as long as you stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea. All the mountains should crumble to the sea. I won't cry. I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh,
Just as long
stand by me.
as you stand by me.
Just as long as you stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Won't you stay as long?
Just as long.
Just as long.
Just as
Stand by me.
as long as you stand. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, won't you stand by me?
Just as long
Stand by me.
as you stand.
Stand by me.
I remember the first time getting in trouble with Trey. We got called down to the vice principal's office, and he said, I understand there was a little bit of this going on at recess, and I guess we've been titty twisted. A neighborhood friend. But we also had a newspaper article written together when we were in high school. If Trey would allow me to read that. Thank you. This would have sucked. You didn't let me. So the headline is, Strasburg residents claim 2 males attended Halloween parade AU Nashville. 2 uninvited guests apparently thought costumes were optional in this year's annual Halloween parade, Thursday in Strasburg Borough. A witness said 2 male streakers prompted an uproar of laughter just prior to the start of the Halloween parade that began at JC Park and made the way down Route 741 towards Borough Square. Carol Zimmerman of Village Street said she and her sister, who lives in Strasburg Township, were standing about half a block west of Pizza City on Route 741 Main Street, waiting for the parade to begin at about 7 p.m. When they heard loud laughter rolling through the crowd, Zimmerman said she had been looking west towards the beginning of the parade when two streakers came from the direction Borough Square where Route 741 meets Route 896. The streakers ran west down Main Street into the parade before running into what Zimmerman believed to be a driveway or backyard of a home on Main Street. She said the incident happened very quickly. We just saw their back ends, Zimmerman said. Borough Mayor Bruce Ryder, who annually starts off the parade in a public cruiser driven by Police Chief F. Steve Eckernach, said although he and Eckernach did not see any streakers, they had heard stories about the alleged incident after the parade. Borough Officer Bradley A. Plunk reported late Sunday afternoon that although he has had people ask him about the streakers at the parade, police were never told about the alleged incident. We have nothing to officially say, he said. So, I just wanted to share two of thousands of stories, and probably inappropriate stories that me and Trey had together. But me, for one, can say, and I'm sure every other guy in these white shirts can say, I have never seen Trey happier or more content with the future of his life than I have since he met you, Lisa. And it is so awesome to see you two together and just him happy, you happy, and congratulations. I love you both.
Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Kristen, your MC for me. I'm kidding, I'm just the bridesmaid who vowed to do a speech many years ago on the stoop after a long night out in Michigan. I would like to begin by thanking you all for coming tonight to celebrate the love of Lisa and Trey. The love that has filled this room is something we cannot measure, and it is certainly something to always remember and reflect upon. Trey, you look fabulous. And on behalf of all of us, thank you for agreeing to Lisa's vision. Lisa, every person in this room tonight is looking at you the way your nieces and nephews have looked at you for years. You are truly the most beautiful person in this room, both inside and out. You are simply stunning. Now, Lawhead and I will let you have tonight, but just so you know, tomorrow we go back to craving attention.
Right, you can have it.
I wanted to share with you all when we first started hearing about Trey. Lisa was painting a room in my house, and to no surprise, a few cocktails in, I began grilling her. I knew something was different that night. She began talking about this nerdy IT guy, and she could not stop smiling. Right then, I knew something was different about him. I also immediately began texting the other three. There was a spark that I had not seen from Lisa ever. She was calm, unlike the time she locked her cat in the kitchen cabinet. She was open. She was willing to tell me about it. She was so damn happy. Trey, thank you for making her happy. Thank you for accepting her for who she is. Thank you for accepting us for who we are. Thank you for waking her up at the ass crack of dawn so she doesn't sleep the day away. Thank you for being her last bite, her crisp glass of wine, her good times to her bad times. And most importantly, thank you for being her lobster. Lisa, this is the moment we've been waiting for over 15 years. There are so many memories I could share and so many stories I could tell. I'll spare you all, but if you want to hear the good ones, meet me at the bar in 5 minutes. The real reason I am so honored to speak tonight is to tell you how insanely happy we are for you. To all be here together, no one's on a break, and to witness you marrying your best friend is something we cannot put into words. See, the truth is, at one point or another, we've all taken the role of protecting you and protecting your heart. Now, we've also walked on one too many eggshells around you, but nevertheless, we've protected you. We've always known your worth, even when you may not have known it yourself. We've always known that whoever came along to sweep you off your feet would have a lot of boxes to check. Trey, you've checked every one of those boxes and then some. We are passing you the torch. She is all yours. Protect her and love her with every ounce of your soul. She is rare, and remember that whatever you do, always pack her up safe. So with this, I will end tonight with a toast to the two of you. Toast to your beautiful marriage. Marriage is not always going to be easy. But seeing the two of you together, the one thing you have down pat is confidence. Yes, Lisa, even if that means going on a walk. Never lose sight of this very night, the love that surrounds the two of you in this room. We are all here because you have touched our lives in more ways than one, and tonight is all about celebrating. So with that, I'll ask you all to raise your glasses and join me in celebrating one of the most beautiful couples I have ever known. Cheers.
I apologize in advance for how quickly I speak in front of people. I have no control over it whatsoever. Those who I don't know, my name is Jackie, and I have the privilege of being Lisa's older sister. This makes me very lucky, because my sister is one of those rare gems that just shines a little bit brighter. She radiates a light and positivity that is so hard to find. The best quality is that she sees the best in everyone. It made me very protective of her growing up, and now. So when she told me about Trey, I was very skeptical, because that is one of my best qualities. But after meeting him, I realized that she was right. He grounds her without knowing her amazing spirit, and she pulls him out of his comfort zone, and they are just a perfect match. Thank you, Trey. I finally feel like I can let my guard down and trust that you love her and she deserves to be loved. And something borrowed that I gave my sister today was a quarter that I have had since I was 16 years old in this little seashell case that our dad gave me with a note telling me that my mom and dad would always be there no matter what, just a call away. His payphones were a thing and I utilized that promise many times. But I wanted that to symbolize to you, Lisa, that even though you're starting a new family today, I will always just be a call away. There's no better friend, sister. There's no better sister than you. I love you. Congratulations, guys.
Not scheduled, not prepared. Son, father to a son. Only can hope that someday you'll be a better man than a father. I humbly tell you, you've become that man. You have surpassed me in so many ways. I'm proud to tell you why. Thank you for that. I love you.
Thank you for coming tonight to celebrate Lisa and Trey's love story with us. I just want to say a quick blessing over all of you, especially over Lisa and Trey. I ask for love and fulfillment of all your hopes and dreams. I wish for you a long life full of happiness and wonder. May you always know the comfort of having someone you love beside you through life's ups and downs. Always have joy and laughter in your home every single day. And may the world be a better place every day because you two fell in love.
All right, everybody. I've been told to cut this short, which means that I can't cut this short. And it's about a message to Lisa and Trey. About 10, 12, 15 years ago, I took a job at Einstein Medical Hospital, brand new, just opened up, and I worked in charge of the utility. I worked night shift exclusively because I didn't want to be bothered by anybody, and I have stuff to do. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, the chief nurse called me up, and she said that on the 6th floor, there was a residence room that had a toilet that needed to be cleaned. And I said to her that I'm sorry, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's housekeeping, and I go, well, the housekeeping called out, they were a skeleton crew, and they didn't have a replacement. About 3 o'clock in the morning, now listen to that. 3 o'clock in the morning, I said to myself, it could be my daughter, my granddaughter, my family. Crap, let me go up there. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I went to the nurse's station. I said, I'm here to check that bathroom. She said, let me go check on the patient. Stop that. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. All right. And I went up there, I said, listen, I'm here to do that bathroom. And she said, let me go check on the patient. She came back and said, go ahead, just be quiet as you can. I walked in there, and I thought I was being quiet when I said, gotta be a minute, get a minute. And the woman, turns out, in the bedroom, said, I'm sorry. And I said, oh my God, what a jerk I am. Let me wrap this up. And like a half hour later, I went to her and I said, I'm leaving. I said, you're good to go. And she was crying uncontrollably. Very awkward for me to leave. And I said, are you okay? And she said, I'm very sick. And I said, I'm so sorry to hear you're in a good hospital. And I said, you want me to sit with you for a second? And she said, well, you're going to be in trouble. I said, in trouble? I said, I'm an undercover boss. I only do bathrooms and wear this uniform to make a disguise. And she said, well then, fine. So I sat with her. She asked me about you, about the kids and the grandkids. And I said, yeah. And she made me promise to let my kids know, my grandkids know, that life is too short. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Nothing's guaranteed. And I said, I promise. Anyway, time went by, and now I'm here to honor her promise. And for Lisa and Trey, appreciate that nothing's guaranteed. Life is short. Have no regrets. And you can't lose or win if you don't play. And know that Mommy and Daddy will be here for you no matter what. If you fall, we're here to catch you. I love you so much.